Just so you know, there are Persona 5-like guidelines on this game, so unfortunately all I can show is promotional clips. And I'm sorry if I sound dumber than usual, I may or may not have burnt my tongue prior to recording. With that out of the way, let's talk about The Last of Us Part 2. The story of the game takes place in multiple timelines, one directly following the outbreak featuring Joel, the other is set 5 years after the end of the first game featuring Ellie. I appreciate the time jump to allow Ellie to grow up, but it's still sort of a mixed bag for me. On one hand, I understand it's necessary for narrative purposes, but on the other, it would be nice to see what she was doing during those formative years. Neil Druckman, the director of the game, has said The Last of Us Part 1 was about hate. Part 2 is about love, and you can really feel that through the story beats. I know that might sound a bit cheesy, but during the story, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll just say the writing is really, really good. As far as gameplay goes, I'm sure most of you remember the controversy of the now infamous Neil reveal. On January 11, 2019, Neil Druckmann tweeted out that the game would have boss fights with a Legend of Dragoon style combat system. I like the idea and concept, but unfortunately in execution it's a bit of a mixed bag for me. I played the game on very easy, but the problem is it's too easy. I thought the bosses would be the most challenging part of the game, but instead I found myself one-shotting them. Common enemies were also pushovers, and if you enable auto-aim, the game practically plays itself. Hopefully Naughty Dog will issue a patch to make things more difficult, but in the meantime, let's move on to the visuals. Now, I know there are some small timers out there that don't care about how games look, but me and my team of analyzers have studied The Last of Us Part 2 to tell you exactly what you need to know. We scrutinized the game extensively and found that the graphics are 24 or maybe even 25 if you delete your router. This is the best on PS4 so far, and we've now received reports that head of Xbox Cliffy B is in talks to take over the Sony publishing wing of Nintendo, which is a bit of a mixed bag for me. Next, I want to speak a little bit about the voice acting. This might seem a bit hyperbolic, but I think it's the best audio I have ever seen, and adds a whole nother layer to the character of Ellie. Her death is a very surprising moment, so please try to stay off the internet. I don't want you to get spoiled. As you know, I rate games on a buy, wait for a sale, rent, never talk about it again rating system, and on this one I'm going to go with a don't buy. I don't really care for this program. Subscribe to the channel for more spoiler-free reviews, and also be sure to check out my friend Cynic Snacks. He's a pizza, and he uploads animated videos every day. Let me know what I should cover next, and I'll see you on the next one.